Oh my gosh. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party going. Let's get this party started. Let me make sure that my sound is on headphones. Perfect. All right. Yo, yo, yo. Nobody's in here yet. We're going to wait. I'm a little late today to the stream, so I got some apologies to make. Let's do this. Just do something like this for now. This is what I'm kind of looking at this time anyways, so let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. 1 to 2. So yeah, we'll put it here. Alrighty. All right, we're gonna just put this in as a mock trade. Let's see, hopefully everybody can see me. Let me go back and check and see if my live is running correctly. Let's see. Let's go over to YouTube. Let's go to view your channel. Am I live right now? Yes, I am. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm live. All right. Welcome. Let me just switch this back to the chart so you guys can see what we're currently looking at. All right, right now my charts look horrendous. I'll explain to you what I'm looking at. We have a mock trade in just to represent what I'm looking at. But basically, let's go back out a little bit. To the one viewer who is here, shout out to you. Shout out to you, sir. Nice of you to join, sir or ma'am. Nice of you to join. So this is it's a lot going on here. So let me see if I can kind of hide the drawings for a second. Yeah. So as of right now, you can see here that price essentially has, we were going in an uptrend. We came down, we went up, we've gone down, we've broken these lows, and now we're retracing back up to this area here. So all I'm doing is I'm anticipating that price will drop from some point. So that's pretty much it. So that's the reason for all this. So everything you're seeing now is a representation of that. So for example, this is a price, I'm going to delete all this, by the way, but just to explain to you guys what I'm looking at. The boys on fire day live stream. Hey, yo, Marcus, what's good? You're on vacation, bro. You're supposed to be chilling. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself, man. But thank you so much for joining, bro. Thank you so much. Right now, as you can see, price consolidated, shot up. So we were going up, we're trending upwards. Price consolidated, shot up, came down, made a lower high, then a lower low. Okay, broke these lows. And then price is retracing up here. I'm expecting somewhere within this area because this is like a daily gap that at some point price is going to shoot towards the downside. Now, the reason why I think something should happen in this area is because over here, the same thing kind of happened. Look at over here. Price was consolidating, right? After coming off an uptrend, it broke up, gave us a higher high, a higher low, then a higher high, then a lower low, broke these lows, and then it retraced towards the downside. So I'm thinking that price is going to do something similar. Okay, so I have a bit of a mock trade in there just to show us what we're looking at in terms of, a setup. If you were going to go in for a setup, you have price. Let me get rid of this real quick. 1 second. Let me see if I can just get rid of all these big things here just so you guys can see. There we go. So you can see that price essentially was going up, down, up, came down a little bit, went up, regular price action. We came here, okay, and now this is what I'm looking for, okay. What I should have actually put is that price came up here, gave us a little retracement down here. This is an aggressive entry. I always tell you guys, entering like this is aggressive, but you can take the trade like that. Okay, so because there's been a little bit of a shift in structure or a change of character a little bit, you can potentially get in here, even though we've been incredibly bullish. But for me, within this window of 8:30 to 11, this is the only time or opportunity I see for the day. Okay, so I'm expecting price to come back up into this area, one of these gaps here, and then push all the way down. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. All right, so for example, we have a couple guys. This is on the 1 minute, so you can't really take the 1 minute gaps too serious. but we have this gap here, and then we have this gap that price also just violated right there. Okay, so far this is the one that's holding up. Okay, this is the one that's holding up so far. So let's see if we can, make this happen. All right, so we're just gonna monitor this, guys. Today's one of those days. Kevin is back in here. What's good, Kevin? Thank you for joining us. Good evening, bro. It's evening from my location. That's what's up, bro. Shout out to you for spending your evening with us. You really don't have to. But right now, I'm just kind of showing you guys what I'm looking at in terms of the trade. And then also, today's unfortunately just one of those days where I had to edit a video, do a thumbnail. I have a meeting in about an hour. So, you know what I mean? And then this morning I had a lot of things to do, things to get back to. It's just a lot, you know what I mean? So I've had a couple, I want to say the last 24 hours has been a little rough in terms of workload. But nonetheless, it's all goody. So I'm going to spend as much time with you guys as I can, and hopefully we can make something out of this. But this is what I'm looking at for today. Wyra said, hi again. What's up, Wyra? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here. It's awesome to have you guys back. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. How's you guys' morning been? What's your trading been like? How's everything been like for you guys? How's the week? Are you up, down, just watching on the sidelines? Sometimes for me personally, I'm just chilling, right? Sometimes I don't see the setups that I want. But this, for example, looks decent. You know what I mean? So I took a little trade on this already to see, little position, nothing too crazy, to see what it would do. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Getting the reaction is not bad, but it's not the end all be all. What you really want is for price to break towards your, towards your zone and give you the type of setups and stuff that you're looking for. Okay, we need this to give us a nice 1, 2, because in this case here, like I always tell you guys, I always enter 2 positions like this. So the first position would be at this level when price broke that. So when price retraced to that level, that would be 1. And then let me move this over real quick. And then the second one would be when price gets back into this area. Okay, so we have 2 positions here. And I would aim for a 1 to 2 with the first one. Okay, and then with the second one, what I'm looking for is for a price to go to the same region, except we're going to maximize this and get like a 1, 2, 4. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. I'm going to, look at the charts for now, see how well it's responding to this zone and how price action is, moving. At around 11 o'clock, I'm going to probably kill the trade. Okay, because 11 o'clock, I showed you guys last time, when it hits 11, it goes the other way. So you can't really hold on too much. Kevin said I'm down 7% from 4% up. Bad losing streak, sticking to the strategy though. Still, I pass or blow it either way. Yeah, bro, that's all you can do. Losing streaks happen, man. Losing streaks happen. I remember I was telling you guys recently, I went into a streak of like losing like 6. It's more like 3 trades, but it was 6 positions. So I've never been there before. It was really weird for me, but you just have to stick it out. And this is why I try to maximize my trades, right? If I just take a regular position here, let's say to get a 1 to 2, that's good. I'll make back what I lost and some. But what you want is you want every time you win to win a lot, and every time you lose to not lose that much. So I always try and get like 1 or 2 positions into the same trade. That way, when I do win, for example, this will be a 1 to 4.5 essentially. This will be a 1 to 2. So if it's a $100,000 account, one position is going to make me $1,000 in total. The other position is going to make me $2,250, I think, right? So I'll end up with $3,250 or something like that as a total position. So we just have to be patient and see what happens. I don't like the way price is moving. And obviously going back a little bit, we can see here we are in a bullish trend. But when I look at my analysis, like I was showing you guys, this is the only area that makes sense because on the 1 hour, okay, on the 1 hour, we had a gap from here. 1 second, yeah, from here. Oops. What did I just do? Man, let me do this again. We had a gap from, there you go, from here to here. So this area, I'm expecting that since price from the other side tapped into something like that before going down, like right here, tapped into this like zone before going down, I'm expecting the same thing to happen over here. Okay, so let me just put it back to what it used to be. And voila. Yeah, so I'm expecting that price should be retracing around this area. Okay, we kind of have to keep our fingers crossed, unfortunately, with this, because we don't know. Right now on the 1 minute, we have a strong push towards the upside. So what is price doing? Let's look at market structure for a second here. Let's get rid of the indicators for a moment, and let's just do market structure. So for market structure, we were going up, down, up, down, up. Price broke below this. Okay, so a bit of a shift in structure, went up this way and then went up. Okay, so even though it kind of shifted structure a little bit, right, a little bit of a change of character, it still ended up going up. Then we kind of broke past here. Price went up like this, formed a lower high and a lower low, and now price is just shooting towards here, making a new, it's technically a lower high because it hasn't broken this high, but over this it's a new higher high in a sense. And now we've made a higher low. So guess what that means? We might make another higher high, which is what we don't want. We want price to kind of at least stop within this zone and then make its way down. But with the market, all you can do, Kevin, is trust your analysis, get in your trade, and let the rest do what it has to do. Okay, if we lose this trade, we lose this trade. We'll get them on the next one. I keep telling you guys that each and every time. Zartalk said, shout out Foreign Money. Hope you have a great week. When did you start going live and how often? Big love from South Africa. Yo, South Africa, baby. What's up? Zartalk, shout out to you. I've been going live every day now for like, which live is this, guys? Number 4? So this would be, I think, day 4. Been going live 4 days now, and I'm trying to go every day just to share my experience, my trading, my everything with you guys, and my breakdowns. And hopefully you guys maybe might be able to learn something. I'm not an expert. Obviously, I'm a student like you guys, but I have found some profitability and some consistency, and I just share with you guys my understanding and my results and stuff. So yeah, I've been going live. I'm actually making a Discord. Shout out to Caramel Life. Caramel Life yesterday helped me like set up a Discord. It's set up right now. I'm just waiting for a couple things, but the links will be up soon. I might even post it today in the chat for you guys to see, but the Discord is basically up and running just for us to know when we're going live and just talk about what happened today. And then like I told you guys, me and Marcus are also working on a Discord for the bot and the AI trading and stuff as well. So that'll be up there as well. He says, shout outs, bro. Got off work. Are you still trading the Forex Funder? Yes, but right now they're paused, right? So I actually just released a video on what happened with their website because they said that they were migrating us from the 8th of August to the 13th of August. Today's the 14th. So I did an update video on that, but right now they're paused, unfortunately, because they're migrating us, they say, right? But everybody knows that whenever they see they're migrating us, it takes months because they're trying to sort themselves out. Nobody's been paid so far by them. It's just a whole disaster, a whole fiasco. So we can only hope, wish, and pray at this time. And I wish this thing would just, just go down. I don't like when price does that because from my backtesting experience, and not even backtesting, forward testing, whenever I'm in a right trade, like I'm in the proper trade, as soon as price gets to my level, it just floors, like it tanks, right? So when I see this type of flirting behavior where it's like, oh, we might go down, we might go up, ooh, I'm not too sure, we'll see what happens. I hate that, bro. I hate that. That's why my videos, you just see me walk away. Kevin said, saw the Forex Funder bid. That's what's up, Kevin. I appreciate you. I did that real quick. I had to do it this morning just because it's fresh news. But the episode 7 for the Forex Funder is practically done. I just have to fix a couple graphics, and that should be out this week as well, guys. So I'm trying really, really hard with all that's on my plate to give you guys content. It's just super tough. You see what I'm talking about with this? Price is like respecting this gap and it's still flirting. If it breaks above this, we are probably cooked. Okay, like if it doesn't close below this and it keeps doing this, we are cooked. We have 27 seconds, so we pray to God that it goes down. If it doesn't go down, this is gonna be another L for me this week. Unfortunately, this week, we'll see what happens tomorrow and Friday as well. But so far, I haven't had a losing week yet. Or I think I've had one. But yeah, usually I have, even if I lose a trade for the day, I'll make it back up with the second trade. And then the weeks are usually break even or green. But, there's a first for everything. So we'll see what happens. Black Hall said, tick, may I come? I'm sorry, Black Hole. First off, shout out for you to coming back. It's nice to have you back in the live, but I'm not exactly sure what you're saying here. So just help me out here with a little bit of more information or elaborate a little bit so I can join in on the fun. But yeah, shout out to you for being here. So yeah, this is the trade that we're in. This is not a signal, by the way, guys. Don't take this, okay? Technically speaking, we've been, even though we're going down and we're kind of retracing, we've been going up in this short term. Okay, so we're kind of bullish for the time being until we really see major structure being broken on like the 1 hour, the 15, the half hour. We have no reason to get in, but I'm an aggressive scalper. And so sometimes moves like this is enough for me to hop into a trade. Okay, so it's not a signal. It's not financial advice. Do not get in here. If we do win this trade, it'll be a 1 to 4, right? For this trade. But if we lose, we'll only lose 1% or 0.5%, whatever the case is. Smile the trader said, hey bro, what's good, bro? Welcome back. Welcome back. I remember you. Welcome back. Thank you for joining the live, guys. So Marcus A just said fire. Shout out to Marcus. Marcus is probably the most selfless and one of the most humble people I've ever met. This guy has, if you don't know him for whatever reason, he has like 22K followers and he's always showing me love. He gets nothing out of this, like zero. So shout out to Marcus. If you guys aren't subscribed to his channel or don't know about his channel, please go over there and give him some love. Great human being. He said W's in the chat, guys. Look at this. He's like my promoter. Just a great soul and a great friend. Calvin Booker said, look at the 15-minute line there. It's a double tap can be the 15-minute line. Okay, let's go look at the 15-minute. Okay, at the 15-minute. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's tapped in here twice, so there's a good chance it could go down. You're absolutely correct. You know what I mean? But again, we're entering it aggressively because we don't have that much confirmation. You see what I'm saying? But this is what I do. This is what helped me to make profits in the market, pass challenges, become profitable, all that stuff. It's stuff like this because when it does go well, I'll explain to you guys what I was looking at earlier. Let me see if I can find a different chart to show you guys. That one is kind of, okay, let me do US 30 and let me find a completely, let's do Pepperstone. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to quickly just show you guys what I was looking at. So if you look over on the daily chart, you can see here that price was going up, down, up, right? Consolidated a little bit and then shot up. Came back, right? Made a higher low, but then a lower high and then a lower low. And so I was anticipating that because there are gaps within this region, price is at some point going to go this way. Okay? Now, the reason why I think this may be so as well is because over here, excuse me, when we had the area of consolidation, price broke up and then it broke, then it broke this low here. What is going on? There you go. Then it broke this low here and then it tapped into something over here in the past, right? I'm going to show you that again, but basically price broke this level. And so I'm anticipating a retracement because technically market structure looks like it's changing. And why I believe this is because over here, when we go back to this side, we can see a similar event. Over here, price was going up, okay? Up, down, up. This was a bit of a consolidation itself as well. But essentially it went up and then we got into this area where price was just, you know, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, whatever. It broke out, gave us this low, a higher one, and then it just started to tank from there. So I'm looking at it like, okay, price, you guys, I apologize for the tracement basically, but I'm looking at it like history might repeat itself with this, where because price broke this and then tapped into a zone here, right? A little gap, you can see. There was a minor gap right here. Price tapped into it and went down. That's what I'm anticipating. That price might do the same thing. Okay. So that's my reason for believing in this setup. So I'm going to keep this here just in case we have to come back. But for the meantime, let's see what's going on here. All right. So, all right. Price is starting to fall, guys. This is looking great. This is looking great. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll show you guys something real quick here. Okay, so as you guys can see, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can show you guys. There we go. Can you guys see this? I'm trying to show you guys what I'm looking at here. Give me 1 second. Okay, there you go. I think you can see it now. All right, so I have some positions in, and I'm going to decide on whether or not I should. This is my take profit here. I'm going to decide on whether or not I should close the trade or if I should let it run. Okay, so we'll see what happens. We're currently at I think when we get to like a 1 to 2, I'll probably close a good portion because this was my first exit, right? So I'm debating on whether or not I should close. Let me close half. Okay, guys, let me close half of each of these. So for this one, I'm going to close, like I'll close 80% actually. We'll close 18 lots, okay, just to be safe. And then on this one, we will also close 12 lots. Okay, then I'm going to move. What did I just do? Did I just close that trade? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I closed that trade by accident, but I have other trades running as well. I have 3 accounts that I'm doing this on. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna try and close. On this one here, I'm gonna try and close 0.30. Oops. Okay, guys, just bear with me here. I'm just trying to and then move that here. Okay, so I'll move my stops to break even for this. Okay, and we'll let the rest run. We'll see how it goes. You guys can't see what I'm doing, so let me just go back to trading view so we can see what happens on the other one. Gosh, I am all over the place. Sorry, guys. I'm switching between scenes, okay? But so far, we've already cashed in some profits. And usually, guys, I let my trades go all the way down and let it hit TP and all that good stuff. But for now, I just try to... Wait, guys, 1 second. Guys, bear with me a second. This is so crazy. Let's see here. In this case, I'm going to bring this down to here. And I'll leave that alone. Sorry, guys. I'm done. I promised the last time I'm messing with my screen. This should be good now. All right, cool. So, yeah, this is where we're at. If price comes to take us out at break even, then it takes us out at break even. It doesn't matter. There's a good chance it could retrace. But if not, we're going to let it run all the way to TP. And that's what's up. Let's read the stuff here. Someone said, big up Marcus. That's what's up. Shout out to Smile the Trader. Kevin said, love the reaction videos with you and Marcus. Would love to know how the story of how he blew the 100K someday. He could be the masked wolf guy. No, he's not the masked wolf guy. He's not the masked wolf guy. But his story is actually pretty beautiful and very inspiring. So hopefully Marcus does share that story with you guys for sure. Marcus just said, let's go. W's in the chat, guys. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. We secured some profits today. So not too shabby, right? It's not too bad. Not a horrible day. I'm trying to learn from Marcus how to hold my trades, to be quite honest. That's why I'm doing this. So I decided in order for me to hold my trades to my TPs, because to be honest with you, what I'm looking at with a trade like this is I'm looking at like, you know what I mean? Like coming back to this area. As you can see where my take profit is, I'm looking back to coming back to these areas, but I don't usually hold that long, right? I usually just kind of like hold it to 1 to 2, for example. So in this case here, this is a full 1 to 2, but because we got in at a 1 to 4 earlier, this is technically, as you can see right here, this was my take profit level, right? So I'm trying my best to hold on here and practice holding on to these type of setups, but it takes practice. It really takes practice. Kevin said waiting. That's what's up. Yeah, Marcus, I'm sure Marcus one day will share the story. For me personally, I've heard his story. I think it's really beautiful. I think it's inspiring. I think it's insane what he's endured and him just still being who he is, and you know what I mean, just able to still trade. because as I was explaining in the video, I lost 600 bucks one night and I couldn't sleep. 600, and Marcus lost way more, right? So shout out to Marcus, guys. Show him some love. Show him some love, and thank you everybody for being here. All right. So update on the situation with my wife. We went to go look at the Porsche yesterday. Real nice, beautiful car, man. White on the outside, red on the inside, red interior. So it's really fire, really nice. We are debating on what we're gonna do, because guys, let me explain to you my position a little bit. All right, so it's my wife's birthday. I'm taking her to Colombia. That trip, because of everything we're gonna do there, it's gonna run me about 10K. I'm not gonna spoil the surprise, but there's something else I'm doing for the channel which is gonna run me a little bit more than 10K. And then Marcus knows about this. I'm planning to get a bike as well. Okay, so, and I don't mean like a bicycle, guys, just in case it sounds kind of basic. I'm trying to get a motorbike as well. So I think I got too much going on, to be quite honest. We're building the bot, and that's going to take some money. A lot of these developers are charging dumb prices and whatnot. So there's just a lot of expenses going on. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't over leverage myself or stretch myself too much. And then with the bike situation, guys, so this is what my wife told me, because for years she's been opposed to me riding a motorcycle. And she said to me, like, I went and got my license and everything's good. And then she was like, you know what? I'll let you get whatever bike you want. Oh, it's about to take us out. She'll say, I'll let you get whatever bike you want if this month you make 10K outside of all your other streams of income. I'm like, what the heck? I was telling you this to Marcus. I'm like, bro, what am I going to do? Am I going to go on OnlyFans? Right? So I'm trying to figure that out as well. But yeah, Kevin said, trick to holding is to delete all MT5 from your device. Once everything's at break even, come back the next day. Yeah, that's the thing. That is absolutely the thing. Yeah, you have to really just leave it to do what it has to do, or else you're gonna, like, this type of stuff is going to, this is why I've decided if I'm gonna hold past my, to where I really want to hold to, I'm just gonna move my stops to break even and secure some profits. Because if you watch some of my other trades, you would see that I would let price go all the way back up to take me off if it was going to. And so again, not too bad today, guys. I don't think today was the best kind of trade. I think, what did we secure so far? We secured we almost had a 1 to 3. We secured a 1 to 2. It's not bad. But considering where we got in, I would say it was a really good position. So not too bad, right? That's why I have 2 positions. That way I can maximize my trades. But let's see what happens with the rest of this, and hopefully it goes our way. Yolomi, yo, what's good, Yolomi? What's good? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the live. He said, greetings, friends. Everybody say greetings to Yolomi. He said it's green. That's what's up. Marcus, they just said 10K. That's what's up. Yeah, bro. My wife, she likes to push me. She knows that she can easily say yes. Because her and I have a rule. We have a rule in our marriage where if both of us don't agree on something, we don't do it. That's just the rule. And what that does for us is it just helps us to both be happy. That's all. And so if I ever let her do something I'm not really comfortable with, it's usually because I know how much it means to her. And you know what I mean? I look at it and I'm like, you know what? As much as I don't really agree, I think this is still cool and I'll do it. And the same thing with me. She's scared of me going on bikes because of the death rate, which is understandable, right? When you ride a bike, there's the chances of you getting injured or your life being taken is a lot higher, obviously, right? So that's an understandable concern. So, you just gotta adapt and whatnot. And so that's how my wife and I, that's how we roll. And so now I gotta make 10K from all my other streams of income before I can get the bike. And Kevin is asking if it was the Cayenne or the Macan. It's a Macan Turbo. Okay, so bro, that thing sounds so good, man, and it drives. It's fast. It's fire. It's a Macan Turbo. So it's a really nice car. So I'm debating on how to go about it. We will see what happens. I'm also waiting for that other thing I told you guys about that I think Marcus knows, but nobody else knows about. I'm still working on that, and if that goes through, then I'll know how to adjust myself with all that. But yeah, man, that's what's up. Yesterday she was in the chat, guys. She was in the chat yesterday, so that was crazy. Yeah, interesting times. But anyways, back to the trading, guys. So far, this is what the trade looks like. For those of you guys who are asking for a Discord, I was saying this earlier, we do have a Discord up actually. And we are going to possibly, I might post a link today. It's not 100% set up, but if you guys want to join, let me know. I'll throw the link in there. It's just so that we can see, like when I go live, you guys will know. We can set schedules and talk about what we're doing, and then just kind of chop it up. And like I said, we have another community that Marcus and I are building for the AI trading bots and whatnot, which we're still working on as well. I know some people ask me, when is the bot coming out? I wanted to release it way sooner, but these developers, man, this is why I try to learn everything myself. If I could code myself, I would, because when you rely on people, you always run into these nonsensical issues. All right, so based on market structure, based on what we're seeing here, it looks like I don't know if I should say prediction or my analysis was correct, right? So we've kind of come back up to this spot. We've gone down. So price is starting to form a bit of bearish structure. So with this right now looks like it's going to be our lower high, but we're not sure. And the reason why is because this is not finished forming yet. We don't know if it's going to go back up or if it's just going to continue down. Once it breaks here, it'll be a lower high. If it goes above here, it'll still be a lower high, but then this would be a higher low once it breaks that instead. So yeah, anyways, we're waiting to see how this forms. And that's what's up. So we've already secured profits, guys. On that other account, I secured, I think, I was up almost 4K. I think I secured about 2. I secured about 2,000 something. I think it's still running. Don't know, but they're all set to break even at this point. So if anything happens, I've at least secured 2K on that. Kevin said, congrats to wifey. How many CCs for your bike? And is it your first? That is an amazing question, and I would love to answer it. So I'm a beginner, rider. So I'm not going to go with like a 600 or a 1,000, a liter bike. I'm going to go with obviously your standard 250, 300, 400, maybe even a 500 cylinder. Let me show you guys the bike that I'm thinking of getting. I just have to pause my screen for a sec so that you guys don't see everything, but I want to show you guys real quick the bike I'm looking at. Let me close this and then let me open this. Let's go back here. And okay, cool. So I'm going to bring this over here so you guys can see. So real quick, guys, we're going to get back to trading real quick. This is what I'm looking at. The ZX4RR. This bike it's like the first of its kind. It's a 400cc super sport. So it sounds like a 600, rides like a 600, it's just not as fast. So it sounds really good. If you guys know anything about bikes, this bike is amazing. Whether you're a beginner, advanced, whatever the case is, it's a beautiful bike to ride. It's super fast, sounds amazing. It's fire. Right now, at least where I'm from, it's running about 12K starting price, and by the time you're out with taxes, you're probably around 13, 14. And the problem people have with this bike is one thing. For the same price, you can get a 600, right? Or some liter bikes, depending on the year, if it's used, old, or whatever the case is. But because I'm a beginner, a lot of people have issues where they buy a beginner bike, 300, 400, 500cc. It doesn't have power, it doesn't have torque, it doesn't have anything, and so they get bored of it, and then like 5 months down the line they want to get a new bike. I want to grow into my bike and hone my skills. The other bike I was looking at, guys, was the Yamaha R7, right? So this bike right here, very nice bike. It's not it's not really for beginners, but it still gets the job done. It's a little peppier than what you're kind of used to. But for me, I'm still leaning towards the ZX. Marcus said bot takeover, and then he said beast. That's what's up, Marcus, for sure. Bot's gonna take over for sure. Eventually, Marcus and I are like experimenting with a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of potential for bots to be the next wave. No lie. Like if you guys watch my series, in like 5 trading days, I almost 4x'd my account. So, and that was with a $50 account. So I'm going to be following up with that episode as well. But for now, this is what I'm looking at in terms of bikes. So Kevin, I hope that gave you more understanding. So it'll be my first bike. I'm a beginner rider. So this is what I'm going. He said, insane. Love it in that color as well. 400 for beginner isn't bad. 1,000 for beginner is a death trap. Absolutely. When I was doing the motorcycle course, I didn't realize how fast even these 125s can feel. If you're not used to the power, the acceleration, they're a bit peppy. We were in a parking lot, obviously, but it still surprised me. So it made me realize trying to hop on these really big bikes when you're new is really putting yourself in a bad situation. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is what I'm going for. This bike, I just love. I love everything about it. Let me see if I can get some sound clips for you guys to hear what it sounds like. Let me see. Let's just go to YouTube. YouTube. Type in Kawasaki Ninja ZX4 double R. There you go. And then I'll say, I should have put that in there, but I should have said. All right. So let's get some sounds in there. Let's see. Bro. Oh my God. You guys hear that? That just sounds, oh man. Sounds like mechanical lovemaking, bro. That's just so beautiful. It has an auto blip and a quick shifter for a 400 super. Like, it's insane. The quality, the features, it's the best bang for your buck, to be quite honest, in my opinion. Oh yeah, 100%. I was driving the crappy ones in Thailand, and it was scary on the highway. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. So this is where we are in the trade so far. Again, we've secured about 2K in profits off of one account. On the other account, I secured about a 1,500 or so, and then the other account, it's still running. So I have 3 accounts that I'm looking at right now. Yolomi says bike kills, bro. I know bikes, but you guys, listen, you can't live life in fear either, man. Everything is risk. Everything in life is risk, and you have to kind of decide if the risk is worth it. There are certain things I want to do before I close my eyes. Riding a bike is one of them. It was on my bucket list of like, bro, before I close my eyes, I want to say I did that. I don't want to sit there and say, oh, I was afraid, so I didn't do it. No, there's a Bible verse about, Jesus gives this parable of 3 servants. He has 3 servants. He gives each of them some talents of gold to manage. He gives the first one 5, the second one 3, and the second one 1. And so the Bible says that he comes back from his journey, and he comes to check up on the servants, and he's like, hey, how's everything going? So he talks to the first one, and the first one's like, Master, the 5 you gave me, by trading and stuff like that, I was able to get 5 more. And Jesus says, well done, thy good and faithful servant. He goes to the second guy. He's like, how about you? He's like, Lord, same thing happened to me. I had 3. I was trading as well. I ended up with 6. Jesus said, well done. The last guy, when Jesus goes to me, he goes, how's it going with you? He's like, oh, I know that you're a hard man. You look for things where you haven't planted, and I was afraid of what you would do to me. So I hid your gold in a napkin, buried it in the ground, and decided that when you come back, I'll give you back what's yours. And Jesus said, are you serious? He's like, out of your own mouth, I'm going to judge you. Since you knew that this is what I was looking for, you should have at least given it to the bank so I can get it with interest. But since you didn't, they tied him, cast him out, and they said, take this unprofitable servant and cast him into darkness. And the whole point is that the guy did not trade. He did not try to grow the money. He did not try to do anything because of one word: fear. When you read the Bible, Saul, when he became king, God gave him a lot of glory, splendor, and everything. And he lost the kingdom because he said, I feared the people. So when God would give him instructions, what would he do? He would rather listen to what people are saying because he was afraid of their judgment and their reaction instead of being more fearful of God. And he ended up losing the kingdom. God ripped the kingdom, gave it to David, his servant, basically, instead. You know what I mean? So I don't want to live in fear. The Bible, there's, I think, 365 times it says, fear not. I don't want to live in fear. Okay? I understand that it's dangerous, but a lot of things are dangerous. If you drive where I'm from, your chances of getting killed in a car accident is just as high because the people here can drive to save their lives. They have every safety feature you can have on a car: lane departure warning, lane assist correction, blind spot monitoring, pre-collision warning, pre-collision brake charging, what's it called? Adaptive cruise control, cameras, all these different things that make sure that even when you mess up, the car will correct itself and stop, and they still crash into each other and off each other every day. Every single day. It's nuts. You know what I mean? So over here, my chances are about the same. Yulumi said, that's worse gambling than Marcus's gambling. Yes, but not a bike. Oh, Yulumi. Okay, Yulumi, may I ask where you're from? And I'm not getting sex. I just want to know what gender you are. Only because this is the same response I get. I have 5 sisters, right? I have a wife, I have in-laws and stuff. My mom, they all have the same reaction. The guys too are kind of like there as well, but you seemed very concerned. So I just want to know like how old you are and stuff like that. It's not to throw shade, but it comes off like you're either concerned from experience or you might be a parent or something along those lines. So I'm just asking. If you don't want to answer, please, Yulomi, don't. Just say I'll pass. These things are personal. This is the internet, so you don't have to. But I'm just curious as well. Bob FX said, yo, bro, I'm 15. Do you think it's smart to buy a Trackhawk at 16? Okay, here is the... Okay, she's from South Africa, female. Oh man, it makes so much sense, Yulomi. First, I'll shout out to our mothers, especially those from the motherland. They are the reason why we are who we are. They raised us right. They protected us. They kept us. They made sure everything was on point. So Yulomi, I appreciate your concern for me, and my wife shares the same point of view. So I totally get it. I want to come back to Yulomi in just a sec. I wanted to just respond to somebody else said something. Bob said, I'm 15. Do you think I should get a Trackhawk? So if you're 15, Bob, a Trackhawk is a hell of a vehicle. If you've ever driven fast vehicles before, my last BMW that I had was a twin turbo stick shift, red interior, like fire coupe, right? Everyone wanted to race me. Trucks, Priuses, Fiats, you name it, bikes. Everybody wanted a piece of me for whatever reason. And what happens is that if you don't have self-control, you find yourself in situations you didn't plan to. You see what I'm saying? You might say, I'm going to drive this Trackhawk only on the track. And when I'm driving normally, I'm going to be cool. Someone's going to keep egging you on. If you have ego, which if you're a young man, ego is hard to resist. You might at some point encounter it. If you're a young man and your ego is really high, what will happen? What's going to happen is someone's going to come next to you at a light or even on the highway and egging you on or honking you or tailgating you, and you have the power to just destroy this guy in one move. And if that self-control, that maturity is not there, you're gonna take everyone down. You're gonna be like, how dare this guy in his Prius think he can take me, right? And so I've had a couple experiences where I've ended up in chases. I've ended up in crazy street races because that car in third gear, I could hit 200 kilometers an hour in third gear. Right, so it was a very capable machine, and I remember one night. There was 2 nights in particular. One night I was picking up my wife from work, and I was literally like 10 minutes away, and right next to me was an Audi, and then some other like Dodge Ram, or I think it was a Ford Raptor, and they're both like egging me on. I'm like, bro, don't do it. They were already bothering me all the way there, but I kind of let it slide. But we're all at a light. I hear them revving their engine. I hear this guy revving his engine. I rev mine a little bit. You can hear the pops, the crack. I'm like, bro. And when you're driving stick, like if you guys have never driven manual, like you don't know what I'm talking about. It's like an art. It's the most engaging way to drive your vehicle. That's when you're really driving your car. And so long story short, I'm thinking, okay, just don't do it. You're almost at work. As soon as that light hit green, I already like dumped the clutch, pull it in, off, take out. I got these guys like crazy, but we raced in such small, because it was a one-way like downtown type street, so the streets are narrow and there's cars at the side. We were driving crazy. By the time I got to my wife's workplace, my hands were shaking. Adrenaline was going through my system. It was a lot of stuff, and this happened a lot. There was another guy, I raced him. He had a twin turbo 370Z. He's the only person who I can confidently say made me give up in a race. We were going, right? We were doing at this time like 260 on the highway. We're speeding. And what happened? This guy, I thought I was reckless. He didn't care for his life at all. Like, I have a wife to go home to. He had nothing to go home, it seems like. So we're driving. We're going through cars. We're speeding, going. And eventually there's this turn. The turn was so aggressive that I could make it. But if I made the least mistake, I was going to end up in a wall, over a cliff, over a bank, something. I looked at the situation. I'm like, nah, bro. If anything happens, I wouldn't forgive myself. My wife would be devastated. So I just let him win, right? I'm saying all to say it's a long story to say that it's not you per se. It's the people that you might encounter. It's the situations you might find yourself in. It's those type of things that might put you in a situation where you didn't plan to be in, but you end up racing, doing certain things. A Trackhawk is a beast. It can take down a lot of supercars. If you want to know what you're like with a Trackhawk, look at your habits in the market. If you're not that disciplined in the market, probably don't go for a Trackhawk. They told us this when we were doing our motorcycle course. If you're one of those guys who weaves in and out of traffic, you're impatient, you go around slow drivers, you probably shouldn't get a bike because you're going to be worse. Marcus mentioned this in his other video. Money just amplifies more of who you already are. It's the same thing with these cars and stuff. Anything you get will make you more of what you already are. It just becomes an extension of you. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it really depends. And at 16, no disrespect, Bob, shout out to you for even being in the position to buy a car like that. It shows you are above your class. But I would still say be careful. If anything, bro, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, be super careful, bro. It's just, it's maybe not the best thing, but it depends on you. All right, let me go back to Yolomi, who was chastising me like a mother. She goes, take it slow though. No stunts on it yet. Yeah, of course. I'm not going to be super crazy. I'm not going to be one of those who's going to be like popping wheelies or anything like that. I plan to do a lot more back roads and stuff even before I start going on main roads. Real quick, guys, as you can see, 11 o'clock, and right when it's getting close to 11, price starts to reverse to go the other way. So that's why this is most likely going to hit stop loss. Gosh, so much happened just now. Let's see. So Bob said, what's a good fast car for 16? Like quick, I'm thinking track or BMW. Listen, you'll love BMW. This is the thing with BMW. It'll make you smile in the beginning. It'll make you cry later on. BMWs can be money pits, bro. I've owned BMWs all my life. All I drive is BMW. And they are fast. They are so tunable. They're everything you want in a car. But when something goes wrong, you spend, I don't want to use this analogy, but just think of it like, God forbid, you have a sick, I won't even use a person, a sick pet. And you have to spend all your days at the bedside of that pet because the recovery process is tough. You'll be like that with your mechanic. You'll be at the bedside of your mechanic. You'll spend more time with your mechanic than you do with your family. Because if you get the wrong type of BMW, it could run you a lot. Now, if you buy a newer one, like for example, the one that I have now is pretty reliable. I haven't had any issues, just had to do, some oil changes, change tires and stuff like that. But the one that I have right now is a it's a 4-door and it's a 4-cylinder. So it's the reliable one. If I had gone for the twin turbos that I usually do, I probably still wouldn't have it. I've had that car for a while now. So BMW is a great car. It'll probably keep you out of more trouble than a Trackhawk though, right? Because if again, depending on your personality, it could go either way. But I'd say a BMW is a good choice. But you can get either or. It's just about your self-control. Because even like, bro, my very first car was a Hyundai Tiburon. I'm going to show you guys in a sec. That car was slow as hell, and I was still getting into problems. Where are we at? Blackout said, I got my entertainment channel. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Yo, welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Shosho said, what about those sexy naked bikes? Naked bikes are fire too. Naked bikes are absolutely fire as well. Again, it just really, they may not be sport oriented, but bro, any bike can put you in a ditch. Any bike. Those things are powerful, okay? They are 2 cylinders for the most part, but they weigh next to nothing. Like most bikes weigh like 300 to 400 pounds. Right? You might get some like maybe the 500-600 range, but they're not very heavy. And the power to weight ratio is incredibly high. You crank the throttle a little too hard on any bike, your bike's going to go up. And there goes your soul with it. You are gone. You're going to see Christ right away. One moment you were like, oh man, this is amazing. Next moment you're like, Lord, is that you? you're not here no more. So yeah, naked bikes are fire too. But they can also get you in trouble. Adrian said facts. Bob FX said, yeah, I'm saying this because I was driving my friend's Jeep and stuff jumps up and down. Yeah, bro. Bro, a powerful car is no joke. It looks amazing in videos, but it can get you into crazy trouble. All right, guys, we're out this trade. We got taken out, but we secured 2K in profit on one, another 1,500 on the next, and the other one as well. So not a bad trading day. Kevin said my BMW M3 Comp is my dream car. Oh yeah, bro, that car's fire. I know a guy who has one. It's just art, man. That car is absolutely beautiful. Everything about it is absolutely fire. Max Power said 100%. I have a Hellcat, and I can agree on what you're saying. Yeah, bro, I've never driven a Hellcat, but have you seen those things go? First off, the second year, just know you're dying or the other person. Like, that thing is a beast, but in the wrong hands, it's a widowmaker. You see what I'm saying? There was one guy who was giving, I think he had a demon. But long story short, his Hellcat, when he steps on it, the hood goes up. I don't even know what that's like. I've only seen those in those like Arnold Schwarzenegger movies back in the day. You know what I mean? So again, in the wrong hands, it could be problematic. Black House said, drink some water that you have been. You've been talking for a while. Shub said, hello everyone. Shub, what's good? I'm responding to your Instagram when I came onto this live, but what's good, Shub? And you know what's crazy, guys? Unfortunately, I actually have to go because I have a meeting. Is this okay for today? Yeah, I have a meeting, guys. Yes. I have a meeting, so unfortunately I kind of have to cut it short. But like I said, we secured some profits. Instead of a 1-4 we were aiming for, we ended up with like almost a 1-3. I closed out about a 1-2 for some of my positions. Not bad. I was trying to hold it for more. Maybe I should just close both at a 1-2. That's why I just do a 1-2, because I can make my profits and go my way. You were not partially closed on it. Yeah, I closed half, and then the other bit and then the other half I just moved my stops to break even. Right? So Yolomi said, I've learned to exit once a high or low is taken. Because of the pullbacks. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So I talked to a guy the other day. He is like consistently hitting like 1-8s and 1-10s and stuff, and he's very mechanical about it, and he has a way that he does it. And I was just kind of inspired to kind of try it a little bit. But for the most part, and I also kind of wanted to do this for this live just to kind of make it a little bit more entertaining. Hopefully it would have went our way, but 1-2 is all I take, and that's all I need. 1-2 I would have secured. With this trade, I think I was gonna make like on that account like 5K, I think. And then on this one, it was going to be like, I think 3. And then on the other one, it was also going to be around 3. So, that's just how it goes sometimes. But at least we made some money today, right? It's not too bad. So now technically I'm 1-for-1 this week. I lost one Monday and I won one today, and obviously the one that I won today makes up for the one I lost on Monday and more. That's why I tell you guys, don't stress when you lose. You'll make it back on the next one. All right, so also, have you seen the Forex Funder? They updated their dashboard. Oh, so is it working again? Oh man, I just made a video because they were down. They're sending emails now. Have you got one? No, I haven't, but I'll check right after this live. And Shub said, yeah, have you watched the video? I have watched the video. That's what I was responding to before I came on here and had to upload the video and all those things. But I'll respond to you very shortly. With that being said, guys, man, I feel so sad I have to go. But I have you know what? Let me see if I can give you guys the Discord link. Maybe you guys can just join it for now. And 1 second, guys. At least before you go, let me see if I can give you the Discord link. How do I do this? Okay, go here. I'm new to all this, guys, so just bear with me. Invite people, copy link. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's go. I'm gonna post here in the chat, guys. Here's the Discord link, guys. Okay, join the Discord. We're gonna start doing some things on there. We're gonna chop it up, talk a little bit. That way you guys can see whenever I'm going live. And then we can really set some schedules and maybe, do some really fun things in that Discord. So join it. Bear with me if things are a little slow or not working the best. I'm new to all this. I had somebody helping me, and that person just happened to go on vacation. So when they get back, I'll be able to do it, a lot better. But shout out to all of you guys who watch and consistently are here each and every day. We are going to make wonders in this community because I believe we have the best community on YouTube. Okay, eventually, I'm thinking of doing live trading as in like when I'm about to enter and all that, but I don't know, man. It just, when I'm about to trade, I need to be focused, and I also have a lot of work I'm doing in the morning. So in order for me to do that, it would be a bit of a sacrifice, but I do love you guys that much, right? So I'm considering what to do, but for now, I usually either get in just to do an analysis. I go live to give you guys analysis, or sometimes if I'm in a trade, I'll show you guys what's going on. So we'll see. But yeah, guys, join the Discord. It says for me, it doesn't. My friend dashboard does. Bro, these guys are weird with their stuff, man. I'm gonna check it out right now. Okay. Unfortunately, I do have to go, guys. But join the Discord and we'll set up some times to go live. And that way, as soon as I post or I'm going live, you guys will see it right away as well. I'll also maybe be posting some of my setups and stuff in there. We'll see. You never know, right? Might turn this into a whole community. But join the Discord, guys. I love each and every one of you. Hopefully, I'll see you in the Discord. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Should be on the charts around 9:30 to 10. All right, and we'll stay longer than 11. But until next time, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.